So I scaled my editing business from 1,000 a month to 7,000 a month in 7 days, and I lost 99% of my client in 1 month. And here's what happened. So first, this is day 147 of trying to make something of myself, and to be honest with you, like the goal of this content was just to document like my journey and everything, because I've been doing a lot of things since I started like my editing, or like mainly like my business journey, like in the end of 2024, no, the end of 2023, sorry. So I've been like on editing since summer 2024, so almost a year now. And then so what I've learned like since like from the beginning of this year till now, my main focus was only like on client acquisition. So basically I was just like trying to understand like how to get client and how to hit 10K amount and how to retain client as long as possible. So I think now that I think about it, like the goal wasn't to, like when I started editing, or when I started client acquisition as an editor, the goal wasn't really like hitting 10K a month. The goal was just to build a system to be able to, like, even if I lost all my client, I have like a system to get back to the same position. So the goal was more about like building that system to hit that 10K a month, even if I lost, I wasted it all, like I lose it, all my client. So now that I think about it again, it's like I was in that spot like when I started. You see, in the beginning of this year, I was like scaling my editing journey. My editing business, and the way that I did that, it was with low ticket. So I tried to scale my editing business with low ticket, and the result was actually just crazy. So like when I started, it was cool, like I was at 1,000 a month, and I scaled to $7,000 a month. And bro, to be honest, the volume of work, like the client that I had to manage, like by myself, was a lot, to be honest. And at that time, I wasn't ready to be with like this agency stuff, so it was really, really hard to manage all that. And the month after, I'm not gonna say that I burnt out, but like the work was just too much to be handled by myself. And I wasn't in that position, like I explained to you, like to be able to like manage editors and manage work and do all these things. I didn't have like system in place. That's what I learned from that experience. Hey, if you want to like scale with like an agency, you need system and you need like people too. So like tried to scale with like low ticket. It was just too much. I had like 200 video to edit a month. Even the quality wasn't like the highest possible. It's just like the volume was like just like you had to. I had to think about it, and I had to just like when it comes. It's not just about like the video. It's about like everything else when it comes to the editing. You see, you have to download the video. You have to like post them. You have to do. There's a lot. So like it's just like the time that management that is not the best thing when you like try to scale with low ticket. And again, my advice from that experience, like never try to scale with like low ticket, because when it comes to scaling, a lot of editors think that they need to like charge more, or like work more. Not charge more. The main mindset that come with like editors, like I've been talking to a lot of editors. The main mindset that come when it comes to like scaling, when an editor heard the word like scaling, they think that they have to spend more time editing videos, because the way that people think that they have to scale is like by not charging more, but like just doing more. So like taking more videos, taking more work to spend more time on editing. But that's not the right way to do it, to be honest, because like I tried to do it like that with like the low ticket, or not even with low ticket, but just with like volume, like a high volume. It was just like really, really, really hard to manage, and not only for the editing, but also with everything outside of the editing. So like talking with the clients, the work, all the changes, like the small thing, the small detail, bro, you just never do that. So instead, when I went from like 1,000 a month to $7,000 a month to like in 7 days, like from 1K, like I literally went from 1K to 7K in 7 days. Like now that I think about it, it was really just crazy. Like every single day I was like on the sales calls, every single day I was closing a new client. But the problem was that it was just low tier. Like I had like a good offer, I had like a good niche, everything was good, but I was like in the low ticket space. And I remember that I cut my progression. I was like, I have another call, I can take more, I can close. I could have been like grow to like 10K a month like that, but the work, the management, and all these things just wasn't possible for me like at that time, to be honest. So like I worked for like this for like less than a month literally, and the month after like I lost like 90% of like the client that I had. So like I went from $1,000 a month to $7,000 a month in 7 days, and then the next month I lost like 90% of like the client that I had. So that bring me back to like 1,000.5 2K a month of clients. I was like, shit. I actually learned from that. What I learned mainly from that was like, okay, shit, I had to build system, manage the work. I mean, build system to manage the work, manage the client, and manage like, everything with like the business. So yeah, and instead of trying to scale again, I mean, when I get back like at 2K, 1K a month, instead of trying to scale again, but with like system and all these things, what I decided to do instead was to just go into iTicket. And I think it was like the best decision that I've made. When it comes to when it comes to scaling, like a lot of editors think that they have to edit more videos, they have to put more time into editing, but the way that you scale without like burning out, which is like, the thing that I'm teaching right now, is that you have to build like a high ticket offer, to be honest with you. Like, because if you short like $20, I mean, 90% of the market short like $5 on edit, and they spend like 5 hours on that video, like that's like $1 an hour. Just get a 9 to 5 at this level, to be honest. Like, you don't scale your editing business by charging more, not charging more, but by taking more videos, or like by taking more work. Like, first of all, the first thing, if you want to like scale your income, no matter like how much you're making, whether it's like 500, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, like if you want to scale your income, you need to have a high ticket offer. And it's only when you have a high ticket offer that you can actually try to scale, because you provide a solution to a problem that, I don't know, the niche that you're gonna be with, but like just when it comes to scaling, you need a high ticket offer actually, because you provide like a solution to your potential clients, So like, depending on on who you want to work with, and also who you want to help, because some people, they say that, okay, I want to help like my client with like videos. Okay, but who is your client, and what videos? Why would I like someone who pay for videos? Like, explain me what. And even today, or like just right now, I was like on a sales call with like a potential client from my editing, from my coaching business, if I can say. I don't even know how to like say like the word, or like I would say like what I do. Like, example, if someone asks me like, what do you do for a living? I don't know if I can just say, okay, I'm an editor, or should I say like I'm a business owner, or should I say that I'm an editing coach? Like, I don't know. I'm just here. No, like, okay, imagine like I'm working and then someone just come to me and like, yo bro, what do you do for a living? I think I'm gonna just say like I'm an entrepreneur. It's like the easiest answer. And if he asks another question, I'm gonna be like, well, what the fuck, what do you want? I'm gonna just say for now, okay, I'm an entrepreneur, and I do business. I do business. So yeah, I literally had a sales call like 1 hour ago, and then he was literally on scaling. The guy was trying to scale like his editing business, which is super cool. And when it comes to scaling again, he asked me like, how can I find clients? Like, how can I get high ticket clients? This is the question like I got asked every single day. And I think I'm gonna be asked. Some people will still ask me this question every single day of my life. Like, how do you find client? How do you find high ticket client? How do you find like people to pay for my service? Like, what I told him is that, bro, like, it's not about finding your like client. Like, first of all, you need to have an offer. And he told me, yeah, that's cool. Like, I had an offer, or like I have an offer. I was like, cool. Like, tell me what's your offer. Like, who is it for, first of all? And then he just told me that it was for people who want to, get more views, more leads, and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, who is people? Like, of course you have a good offer. I know that, it's been like value. You have been providing value to your client and all these things. But like, who is people? Like, you need to target like who you want to help. Because what he told me, that he was like, okay, but I made an offer, and I would just try to like, close someone and stuff like that. And the main thing that I told him is that you need to figure out like who you want to help first before making an offer. Like, you don't just come up with an offer and then just try to sell it to everyone. Like, you need to figure out like, hey, okay, who do I want to help, and why would they pay me to, to get to that, to have like my help. Like, it really depends on, it can be anything. Like, just, you need to figure out like, okay, we want to help, and then why that person will like invest into you. And then based on that, you'll get better result. And also by doing that, like, not only it's just worth it like to 100% because like it's high ticket, so you don't need a lot of volume. Like, even in my case, like when I was working like 100% myself, or like alone, I had maximum like 4 or 5 clients a month, or even less than that most of the time. And I was just spending like an hour, 2 hours a day on editing. because I edit super fast. Like that's the biggest place that I have is that I edit super fast. And the reason why is that is because I don't know, secret sauce. Maybe I should talk about it too, but I think at some point it's not the most important part. It's just about like, okay, you need to know like who you want to help, and then how. First of all, you need to know who you want to help, yeah, how you want to help them, and why that person will pay you, like what their like benefit, what they benefit from like paying you. And then when you get to that, when you understand that, I think you can move to the next level. Because also the other thing is that most editors try to get client too early, or like they only focus on client. There's more than just client. Like you need to, like it's business. You need to solve problems. Like usually business equals solving people's problems. And if you don't solve like a real problem, like no one's gonna pay you. Like it's just like that. And yeah, that's the way that I've learned it. Like in my case, it was like with time. I was like saving like business owner or online coaches like time, and that offer, bro, I crushed it. And even I share it because like it was just too much for my, it worked too much because like it was just like time for business owner. Like time is the most important asset in their life. So like if you have them get more time, I mean for them it's super worth it. Again, it depends on like the niche, on who you help and stuff like that. But like most of the time, it's like the thing that all our people will invest in, because like when you get money, you want to save time. So like you buy time with money. It's actually weird to say, but yeah. Like even myself, you see, I scaled to a certain point, and I was like, okay, shit, I'm spending too much time on editing. Let me just buy my time back by hiring people to take care of like a percentage of my work, so I can actually have like 50% of my time get back. I mean, just 50% of my time back, so I can do other stuff such as like coaching, learning like more stuff with like a business and all these things. So like you, yeah, just that it's that simple. So now when it comes to like, not only when it comes to like scaling, but like editing in general, I think that the potential of that business is really just crazy. Because but you need the vision. If you don't have a vision, you're cooked. Like me in my position when I started editing, like I wasn't just starting editing, I was starting a business. So editing was like the vehicle to get me where I wanted to be in life. And the way that I did it was, I mean, the vision that I had when I started was really clear. I had to find a business that will bring me like 10K a month. And when I'll like hit that 10K a month or be close to that, I'll have to start coaching people. And then when I'll start coaching people, I'll have to like have a start of like agency, stuff like that. And when I'll have like both, so like the agency and the coaching business, I'll probably like scale both, or like I don't know exactly. It's not clear at that range, to be honest. When I started, that was the vision when I started. So like imagine like I'm a beginner's editor, or like a beginner not everything in life, in business. Yeah, I'm a beginner in business, and I already had like a clear vision on where I wanted to go. And also, yeah, that really helped me because I was able to like adjust myself during the process to my goals, you see. And then, yeah, now like I'll accomplish some of them, which is cool. And I'm working on the next one. So I'm really happy with what I'm doing right now, which is cool, but like I'm going for the next level. And that's like the mindset that you want to be in life. Like I don't think that it's a good thing to be in a position where like, okay, I'm cool, I'm set, I have everything figured out, I'm just gonna be chilling here and being in the same place forever. I mean, depend about people and depend about like where you are at. Because if you have been like working for like years to hit a certain level, and then when you hit that level, you can actually allow yourself to be more relaxed. But again, depend about people, depend about goals and about a lot of things. So yeah, right now for me, I have one goal. So like I'm just trying to scale my business right now, and I'm trying to do it like in a way that like as fast as possible. So it's a lot of things that I have to put, like a lot of systems that I have to put in place, I would say, but also like on myself, like a lot of pressure, because I like working with like pressure. Like whenever like I put myself some pressure, I use 100% of my potential, if I can say. So like if example I set myself, I have 3 months to do something, let's say like getting my dream car, like I'll actually take the 3 months, even if I had the potential to do it like in 1 month. So that's why like for me in my case, like, or I think just everybody just like that, like it's like usually like it's literally like when you had like homework at school. I mean that's when you had, I mean most people I think are at school, but like me I just don't. I mean I finished school, I can say at this level. So it's literally like you had that homework. I think everybody had that time when like, you know, you had like a super long homework, and then your teachers gave you like maybe 1 month, 2 months to do the homework, and then you took literally the 2 months. No. You did nothing during like the first month, or like 90% of the time you did nothing, and only like at the end you put yourself like some pressure, and you were like, okay, shit, I need to get that done right now because it's like for tomorrow or for like in 2 days. And maybe you did a better work than if you started like in the beginning. So like just like that in my case, like I like working with pressure because I can use like 100% of my potential. So yeah, it's a good thing for me, but maybe for some people it's not gonna be a good thing because we're all different. We all have like different settings, different stuff, different story, different mindset, different people. Oh, when it comes to mindset too, that's one thing I've learned recently is that like the people that you hang out with have like a lot of power or like a lot of control into your vision. Because when you start something new, like people that you hang out with will most of the time will not understand it. So like it's really good to know that okay, I have like big goals, I have like a clear vision, I have like a lot of things, but like I just cannot share it to everyone because not everyone can see what I see. Like it's about like when you have a vision, you have it like in yourself. You have all that vision, you see. Even when you explain to someone, maybe you're gonna miss like a lot of part, maybe you're gonna like have some context. So like they only gonna judge your idea or your vision based on what you say. But like we all know that what you say is not exactly 100% of what you have thought about your vision. So like what I learned about that is that just like before talking about anything, just accomplish it before. Like if you want to say that okay, I'm building a business, whatever, like just get some sort of result. Like if you want to say that okay, I'm doing something online or like I'm posting content, like get the result first, because at the end talking is cool, but like it's just better to like do it to have the result, I guess. Yeah, example, me, if I'm here, I'm like, oh, I want to make like 100K a month. That's cool, but like just do it and then come back to me and then explain me, how we do it. But like in my case here, I mean, it's like another context because like I have to document like my process, my journey, and all these things. So it's a lot of weird stuff. But also not only because I want to document it, just because I want to see my process or my progress, for instance. Because like I started like my first entrepreneurship journey like in the end of like 2023. It was like during summer 2023 exactly. I had like my first 9 to 5, and I worked a 9 to 5 from like summer 2023 until summer 2024. It was like a 1 year gap, bro. Like 1 year of working 40 hours a day, like 5 days a week. And then all that money that I made, I invested into myself. So like coaching, mentorship, like courses, like all these things. Like I literally try a lot of things just to find something that were like add up to me. And when I discovered editing, I got like all in. I literally quit my 2 jobs to go all into editing. And the thing is like a lot of people think that like you waited to get results to quit your job. I mean no, I was just too crazy because I was confident in myself, and like I've explained, like I like to put myself some pressure because I can use 100% of my potential. So like I quit my 2 jobs to go all in into my editing business, which is just crazy to be honest. I don't know if it was the good thing to do, but in my case it really helped me in my journey because I had like 100% of my time, and I was able to like plug in more into like the business itself. And yeah, I mean, most of the time I was spending like 5 hours a day at the gym, but even when I had a job, I was doing that. So like in the beginning of summer, like when I started the gym and I had like my 9 to 5, my 2 jobs literally, my schedule was just like, when I think about it, it was really hard. Like my journey was like, okay, I was waking up like at 6, 7 a.m. I had like my first 8 to 4 like the morning every single day, Monday to Friday. And then from 5 until 10, I was at the gym. So like from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I was at work. And from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. I was at the gym. And I was doing that. I did that for like, I think 2 months or 3 months maximum. And then after that, I quit my my 2 jobs to go all into editing. Because like, bro, I saw the potential and I knew that I would like get some sort of result there. And yeah, I decided just to go lock in into it. So yeah, it was actually just crazy. Like it was a crazy move, but in life you need to take risk. And yeah, it was worth it. I can say something. If I can say something like it was worth it. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm coming back in like a couple of hours for like the next day. So yeah, see you in a couple of hours. Ciao.